In this module, we will provide a brief overview of the different types of market constructs that are prevalent in the U.S. Since our meeting in Phoenix will largely be devoted to group discussions and our time will be limited, we wanted to ensure that everyone had access to a basic market overview prior to the meeting so that we could hit the ground running on the 9th and 10th. The knowledge contained in this module is intended to be a very basic general overview of market constructs. Most of the generation and transmission facilities constructed must be constructed for reserves in the event of an emergency. This means that a lot of capacity in generating units and transmission facilities do not get used on a regular basis. And this fact allowed early utilities to begin using the excess capacity available at most times in their systems to trade between each other to more efficiently serve their load, and it allowed the creation of the electricity market. The electricity market is just a term to refer to the purchasing and selling of electricity. Electricity is essentially a commodity just like oil, corn, or gold. There are entities that are constantly buying and selling energy. Unlike other commodities, though, there's very little capacity for storing energy. And since we cannot stop using electricity in our daily lives, demand for electricity is inelastic. In other words, it's not sensitive to prices. This means that the electricity market, at times, can be more volatile than you might see in other types of markets. Today there are basically three different market constructs for purchasing and selling energy. They are the bilateral market, the energy imbalance market, or a fully integrated market. We will cover each of these constructs in a little more detail in the following slides, but as I noted earlier, we will only be skimming the surface. If you are interested in learning more on these topics, there is an abundance of information at your fingertips with a quick search of the World Wide Web. In the U.S. today, the electric system is broken up into organized and bilateral markets. This image shows that portions of the country operate under organized markets. You can see that today about 2/3 of the U.S. operates in an organized market. The U.S. market for electricity is operated in several different ways regarding its market operations, but more than half the country is served by competitive generators bidding against each other in wholesale markets. Almost half of it is served by conventional state-regulated, vertically integrated utilities controlling generation and transmission, and the rest, a much smaller portion, consists of government-owned and customer-owned utilities, some of which are generators and most of which serve retail customers. All of these categories across the U.S. can be in transition at any time. The electricity markets in the U.S. are operated in a variety of ways, but there are three basic models of operation in the U.S. with variations and adaptations within them. The wholesale competitive markets such as MISO, SPP, and PJM, shown here, and some legacy state-regulated monopoly markets which are individually governed by regulatory commissions either appointed or elected, such as CAISO, ERCOT, and New York ISO, and public power systems such as the Tennessee Valley Authority and Bonneville Power Administration, and certain non-market participant regions of WAPA, all of whom are owned by governments or their customers.